formation. Smith is the tailback.
490, 490, Hunter.
Sammie Smith, touchdown. First touchdown of the season for the rookie out of Florida State. Sammie Smith carries it over, and the Dolphins extend their lead.
You don't have to be a #1 draft choice to score with blocking like that. Boy, they sealed off that inside, and then Nu'ufaola kicked out on the outside, and Smith just waltzed into the Nu'ufaola, the ex-Jet. Here he kicks out at number 25, Radichowski, the safety. Now, Radichowski has to take outside position first, but the rest of the Dolphins walled off the inside. The pursuit of the Jets couldn't get there until it was too late. Here we see another look at it, and you'll see Bobby Humphrey, 48, and Kyle Clifton, 59, just getting over there way too late.
Same formation. Smith the other way, and this time no question, he's in for the score. Sammie Smith goes untouched into the end zone on the second down play, and Shula's Dolphins have their first lead of the game.
Boy, Tom Brown, number 36, does a good job in blocking out number 23, the cornerback right here. You see Brown, look at this block, folks. I mean, there's no way Robert Williams, the quarterback, could get a hand on Sammie Smith. Good block by number 36. Here again, the lead block by number 36, Tom Brown, and the nice seal-off inside by Kinchin, the tight end.
David Fry, on the tackle.
Good double-team block there. Brian Kinchin, number 88, along with Jeff Dellenblock. Look how they wall this inside off, and then Tom Brown just blows out Williams, the cornerback, and Sammie Smith goes an excellent double-team block by the tight.
For 3rd and goal at the 1 for the Dolphins. Second back coming through. Smith is over. Touchdown, Miami. Sammie Smith with his 3rd touchdown of the season, and very prominent on the sustained Dolphin drive.
This has got to make Don Shula feel very good, too, because in the 2 previous weeks, the Dolphins have had to come from behind. They were behind the Jets and had to really put it into another gear to get back into it. And, of course, Dallas led them, too. So in the opening drive of the game
for Miami, were in the air, the last 9 on the ground.
Sammie Smith in that comfortable spot, the high position, just dives over the line. And Tom Brown, the lead blocker, in college block for Craig Hayward at 290 pounds.
Run with the football after I catch it.
13th play of the drive. Smith. Touchdown. It's some opening drive, isn't it?
You couldn't draw that one up any better. Throw when you wanted to, run to get enough yardage to take pressure off your passer, and then this is just power football. Nice block up the middle by Tim Brown, number 36, and Sammie Smith just bowls it into the end zone.
This is a little better than Christ. First and goal. Miami's done an excellent job moving the football. Smith. Touchdown. The first time in his brief career that Sammie Smith has had 2 touchdowns in a single game, and that was a big one.
This one's coming right at you. You see the block on the line. Ronnie Lee doing an excellent job on Vince Brown. And Sammie just cuts outside, cuts up inside Hurst, and winds up in the end zone.
Goal, they mark it at the 2. Smith. Touchdown. Tom Brown cleared the way with a lead block, and Sammie Smith gets his third rushing touchdown tonight.
This is just a great job of clearing the hole. Boy, look at that. Henry Galbraith just gets inside first. I mean, if you're going to follow somebody, follow some guy who's 6'1" and 275 in the end zone.
And then Brown sees
Slightly than normal.
With Clayton missing from the lineup, Duper trying to pick up the slack has given the Dolphins a 1st and goal at the 3. Smith for the touchdown. Sammie Smith scores the touchdown. He's having a big afternoon in that rejuvenated Miami ground attack, the one that Don Shula's been looking for the past few years. Injuring his left knee. Here's the TD.
Watch the center and left guard. Sims and Uhlenhake just double team nicely there, and Tony Page lead through the hole. That Sims and Uhlenhake double team was so deep it went back so far it knocked the linebacker off and opened a huge hole for Sammie Smith to get through.
From ground level, there's a great blocking again.
Oh yeah, these guys fired off the ball nicely. I tell you, Sims and Webb.
Smith in the backfield. 3 tight end alignment on 4th and inches. Smith going up top. He's in. Touchdown Miami. The 16th play of the drive that started back at the Dolphins' 29, a profitable one.
And a great decision by Don Shula to go for that touchdown. Once again, you watch the front line just fire out. Sammie Smith takes the deep handoff and just goes airborne. You see the linebacker there just missed him. And he goes airborne and ends up in the end.
Touchdown.
That's right. See, all these guys here, they just crash into each other. The collision courses with Darryl Talley, number 56, and Sammie Smith. They're supposed to collide in the middle. Now take a look at this. Watch Darryl Talley just miss Sammie Smith. Talley dives inside. Smith smartly moves a little bit to the right, dives right by him, and ends up in the end zone.
So the Dolphins. Page, Smith in the backfield. Jensen goes in motion. It's Sammie Smith. Is he in? Yes, touchdown Miami.
It's all about just wanting to get in there. Sammie Smith takes this deep pitch. He's able to make his choice of where he wants to run, and he hits that goal line going 100 miles an hour, and they get the touchdown.
A 9-play, 51-yard drive for the Dolphins.
This drive, 3rd and goal at the 1. And it's Smith for the touchdown. Sammie Smith diving over to give the Dolphins a 6-0 lead.
You know, you talk about Sammie Smith diving over. But this offensive line, all the way down the field, they've controlled the defensive line of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They get everybody down. Once they get him down, it gives Smith a chance to go up over the top. They didn't let the defensive line stand him up.
Sammie Smith, the first of Miami's 2 first-round picks a year ago, had the big day, opening day, 159 yards on the ground, and that victory over New England is wide to the left side. And it's Sammie Smith, almost untouched. Right at the end of the play, someone got a hand on him.
Marv, he looked like when he hit the 5-yard line, he was just gliding. You know, I mean, he knew he was in. The blocking was superb. Let's see what Page does this time. Here comes number 49 to the outside. Here's his block. Excellent block on the outside on Hinkle. In for the touchdown. That's 6.
So Sammie Smith, who last year as a rookie showed flashes of brilliance, he was affected by a long holdout, nagging.
Great running backs in Dolphin history. Smith has the potential to fill a page.
92 yards. Miami knocks on the door.
Sammie Smith picked his way, and the Dolphins add to their lead.
And again, the lead block by the fullback, Tony Page. The offensive left side, Roy Foster, Richmond Webb do a nice job, but there's just a little crease. And for a big guy, for a big back, 6'2", 220 pounds, he can find that little crease.
131 games. That says a lot not only about his skill, but about his durability as well, Don. Into the end zone goes Sammie Smith as the Browns miss tackles. The heart was out of the Cleveland defense on that play. Sammie Smith went through him like there was nothing there. Standard off tackle. They went to a 3 tight end set at the 5-yard line, and really that usually benefits the defense. They're jammed in there. They know they're going to run the ball. They break down on their splits a little bit, but a good job there. There you can see right over the right guard. Ulan Hockey gets Dean Perry out of the way.
His 30-13 annihilation of Cleveland proved just how tough this team was, mentally and physically. Their third sweep of an AFC East opponent by defeating the Colts, thanks again to big plays on both sides of the ball. By season's end, Smith would not only finish first on the Dolphins in rushing and touchdowns, but compile more yards rushing in his first 2 seasons than any of the...
That maybe Sammie Smith isn't so tough a runner. He's a fast guy with some good moves, but not so tough. But everything I've seen here this afternoon looks like he's pretty tough to me.
Extra tight end in. Beatty is in at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Smith. And he has scored 1 through the air and 1 on the ground.
Sammie Smith may be having his best day as a pro so far out here this afternoon. We saw him in the locker room, and you and I were both surprised at just how big this guy is. Big arms, a big torso for a running back to have that kind of moves. He's not...
in the Miami record book. But in 1990, there was another page in the Dolphins.
Goal from the 8-inch line. Smith again. Touchdown. Tony Page with the block. Again, like the track meet we expected. Back with a sprint relay in a moment.
And while Smith is hoping to regain the form which made him the Dolphins' leading rusher in each of his first 2 seasons, Tony Page never missed a beat.